Adam Watts. I found you via your comments on Wood. I might agree with some of what you say, but I would go as far as to say I consider you a slight bully. That being because I do enjoy listening to you. I'd like to your take on this. It leaves me a link. Pixel Gaming Squad's video buying games and not listing what they paid, because if this guy isn't a hoarder and does actually have a business, why not state that what has been paid? I'm a retro gamer and collector from the UK. We don't have opportunities like this to purchase these retro games. Why hide the price? Anyway, as said, as much as I may disagree with your opinion, I'd like to hear your opinion on this. Well, a few things. You're not the only collector from the UK that I've heard of from this channel that says, they don't have the same opportunities to collect these kind of games. Whereas certain areas, I think Seattle, Washington, the retro gaming scene is huge. In certain areas, certain areas of the world, you're going to have much more opportunities to collect certain games. And you're curious as to why these same people might flaunt a game and how much it's worth. But when it comes to actually talking about, how much they paid, they don't talk about it. That's something I noticed is kind of weird. If I got a copy of something, I might be proud to say like, hey, here's Flintstone's Peak or something. I got it for $50. Now some people, even that, they might get triggered by that and say like, well, you need to pay people fair value or something. Listen, at the end of the day, all right, I'm not going to give like $2 or $3 for, let's say, a copy of Little Samson or a NES Championship cart. I'm not a heartless person. But if I go somewhere and I see that cart, at a flea market or, garage sale, or maybe, some poor old little lady that doesn't know how much it's worth, I'm going to give them a decent amount for it, right? But I'm not going to like say, here's this go. See, this game is worth $2,000 on eBay. You didn't know that, but you're selling this, so I'm going to give you 1,500. No. If it's something somebody wants to sell, but even then, that's going to trigger a lot of people. They're like, Rick, you heartless person. Why wouldn't you give that old lady $1,500 for it? Because these things, Adam, these things are not worth. Oh, it's going to trigger people. These things, these pieces of plastic really are not really worth this much money. Come on, seriously. These things are not worth, they're not worth this much money. Okay. These things should have value to you as playing them. Like I've said before, these things, look at some of the Neo Geo prices. Come on, are these things really worth this much money? They're worth they're worth this much because we allow them to be worth this much. And these YouTubers, they pump these games and they make them more popular, and it all feeds into each other. But like I said, I can't get into that because this is rush mode. Now, I haven't had a chance to look at. I think I might have actually seen a little bit of that video, but that's one, maybe that's something I'm working on, a Pixel Game Squad video. But there's a different thing I'm going to focus on when I eventually, sometime this year, hopefully upload something about that particular video, because there's other things I notice in that. So yeah, I can't give you a definitive answer of why they don't mention how much it's worth. My guess in a lot of these cases is it's awkward, because maybe they start to feel some guilt because a lot of these games they got for free from their fans. So it'd be awkward to hold up a copy of something and like, hey, RGT85, how much did you pay for that Saturn Panzer Dragoon game there? Let's go on to the next game.